Hello, my friends. All right. So here's the thing. Last year I've done my fair share of traveling, I guess. I've been to a bunch of places and yeah, I'm now immensely grateful for that because this year has obviously looked a little different and I haven't been anywhere. So sometimes I just wanted to get out of my own four walls for a moment or just, yeah, get a quick escape, I guess. And here's the thing I found that helps with that. So as I was going through those pictures and videos of old trips on my hard drive, I stumbled across one in particular. And this was a trip we took through Portugal in a tiny little camper van. And even though I'm aware that traveling around in a van is not the most sustainable way of living, in retrospect I noticed that it did teach me a thing or two about living a more sustainable day-to-day life. Morning. So let's start with a fun topic, for example, waste. I became painfully aware of the amount of trash that I produce because usually when I throw things out, I adopt this out of sight, out of mind type of mentality. And when you live in a tiny little space and when you have to take every little thing and every little piece of trash that you produce with you, then you realize, first off, the amount of trash that you produce, but also that there is no such thing as throwing stuff away, that it always has to go somewhere. And we became very aware of that because we lived in a tiny space. So Fritz, that's what we called our little camper van, was, I guess, about my height, which is not very tall. It's so sweet. And then there was water. This miraculous thing that I sometimes feel like we have endless amounts of because I'm just so used to turn on the faucet and have like an endless supply of water. And when you live in a van for a bit, you all of a sudden have to conserve that water and be much more, yeah, I guess mindful in the way that you use it. Because we had this one bigger bottle of water and then like a 2-liter one, and we just kept refilling whenever we got a chance. Because yeah, you need it for basically anything from doing the dishes to cooking to taking showers. And you start to value and consume it differently. Central to van life, if you ask me, because the way we structured our days was basically plan where are we gonna go to next and what are we gonna eat next, and then where are we gonna go to after that and what are we gonna eat there. And I really liked how my relationship with food changed and how food became this central role of everyday life. And one of the things that did not exist was food waste, really, because something that did happen to me quite sometimes was the story of, oh, you look into your refrigerator, you find something in the back, you totally forgot about it, it went bad and you have to throw it out. And that just doesn't happen because you have way less things on hand. And not only that, but I really loved how we tried to get our hands on fresh produce and local products and just really, really good food. But I actually think the number one thing that comes to mind when I think back to this trip is that it really sparked this reconnection with nature, as cheesy as that might sound. But I don't know, when you live in a van, you just quite automatically adapt to natural cycles, and you get up when the sun gets up and you go about your day, and by the time the sun goes down, yeah, there's not much else to do. And on a sunny day you get to take a hot shower because of that little solar shower system that you set up, and it's such a simple act, but it works and it makes you really appreciate those little things. And I guess most of all, this van trip brought me to so many stunning places in Portugal, and I don't think this video will do it justice in like portraying those, but it just leaves you with this massive sense of appreciation of what's out there. And bye, Fritzy.
Bye, Fritzy. We love you. It's gonna be so weird.
Okay, now you can.
Get out. Bye bye.